All right, let's talk about shared VPC architecture and a phased migration strategy. Here is a common migration scenario that you might see on the exam. So sometimes when you're planning to migrate VMs from on-prem to the cloud, you eventually want them to be in separate environments with proper network isolation, but that's too complex to do right away because it will delay things. So when we have this situation, what we can do is we can migrate in a phased approach. On the left, we have phase one, the initial migration. You set up a single project with a VPC network inside it. You migrate all your VM workloads, workload A from on-prem, workload B from on-prem, and workload C from on-prem are all listed here. You put them all in that same project and VPC. Everything is together in one place. It's simple. Your migration team can focus on getting the VMs moved without worrying about complex networking architectures or deciding, which workload belongs in which project. Just kind of do the initial migration, right? And once the workloads are running stably in Google Cloud, you can move to phase two, where you reorganize using shared VPC. So notice what happens here. You convert that original project into a shared VPC host project. The VPC network stays exactly as it was. The subnets, firewall rules, and routes are all preserved. Nothing about that network changes. But then you create a set of service projects. In this case, we've got A, B, and C corresponding to the workloads. And then you move the VM workloads into their respective service projects. So the service projects are still using the same VPC network from the host project, and that is because of shared VPC. So to summarize, migrations often have competing goals. You need to balance getting things done quickly versus doing things the right way architecturally sometimes. And often in the short term, you want to get those workloads into the cloud quickly with minimal complexity. So that's what we looked at with phase one. Keep it simple so you can actually complete the migration. And then in the long term, we organize our workloads. For example, separate projects or environments with proper isolation. Once things are running, you can reorganize thoughtfully, and setting up a shared VPC is often part of that. So that can often happen as part of that later stage after organizing workloads into separate environments.